This your brother, the indescribable 1981. Y'all thought I was gone. I had a little break. I keep telling y'all, long as it get into me, the spirit get into me, I'm gonna spontaneously pop up with a video. It ain't like I'm always jumping on here every single day, but I'm gonna wait when it's something that's necessary that need to be talked about. This particular video, probably something was a little unexpected, but I have to speak on it. We get so used to things in our life, we think that that's all life about. I was just talking to my buddy today, and he was saying that there was one year he went the whole year and forgot about when his birthday was. And he said that whole year he forgot about his birthday. It didn't really hit him or bother him that much because it's like, do you have to have a calendar? Do you have to know time? Do you have to know about a clock when it comes to, the days of the week or the months of the year or the hours and minutes on a clock? What if we took all these things away? We couldn't say, what time is it? Because we don't measure time. We don't have clocks and watches. We wouldn't say, what day is it? We wouldn't know if it's nobody's birthday because people not calculating time or space into days and stuff like that. I remember they had a man on the news years ago that they found like that. He was homeless, but he didn't have a name. He ain't have no birth certificate. He ain't have no social security, nothing. And before you know it, he was like, I don't even think he could read or write. But the man still was living. I don't know if he was in his 60s or 70s. I still remember this on the news. So the point I'm trying to say is this. Most people are living life and they'll get attached to things that they always know or things that they used to. We get attached to the fact that if we don't have money or a job, we can't eat or survive, or we won't make it. We can't accept the fact that if we go a whole year and we don't have a birthday or nothing like that, or we don't remember a birthday party, or we don't remember our birth dates, that we'll lose out in life. If we can't go a whole year without thinking one way or thinking wrong about shit all the time, we come up on a time where, we just realize a lot of these things ain't really important. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting up here talking to him and I'm like, wow. And he was saying, what made me think about talking about this? About a whole year went by, I forgot my birthday. I didn't know when my birthday was and this and that. He only knew if somebody reminded him, or he only knew about a doctor's appointment if he got a phone call, to be reminded. So I thought to make this video. I'm like, okay, I'm on to something with my brother here. Because it's like things that you need to know now in life that's happening on earth. A lot of things are being brought to our knowledge and our attention right now. So for him to relay that to me about him went a whole year without knowing his birthday, everything was fine. He really didn't care too much about this and that. I say, wow, here comes somebody that's not attached to their birthday. Actually went a whole year and forgot about it. Didn't even know how old he was. So I thought about it, I said, well, I always wondered why in my life I'm so used to taking losses. Even right now to this day, if I know I'm going to take a loss and it has to do with an important sacrifice, I don't mind taking a loss. Some people don't have a lot to sacrifice, so if they feel they're finna take a loss, they ain't even finna take the loss. They gonna just, try to wait or hold out instead of taking a loss. But when you're a person who's ready to take a loss, ready to lose friends, ready to disappear, not suicide, but ready to live life as if nobody never knows your name again, ready to live life without a birthday, without calendars, without watches, without clocks. If you can transform your whole entire life and live without these things that we grow up with, thinking that we really need, and we realize we really didn't need them, you'll start to see why we were tricked away, and we were tricked into coming into this physical world, getting attached to this physical, thinking that everything that we see that's physical is exactly what it is. Everything that's physical is not exactly what it is. Because people are so quick to put labels on things, time, measurements, opposites, just to label them and name them. But before the labels and before the names and before the clocks and before the calendars, we didn't know what time and all that was. We just saw things in existence for what they were without names, and saw stuff manifesting and stuff happening. We saw things sitting still and things moving in the stillness. And there was no importance upon name or ego or separation or titles or labels or time or clock watches. It was something that we was naturally in tune with. So when I look at these smartphones, smart watches, and these electronic devices we got, why are they called smart? They call them smart because they're trying to imitate the unseen true nature of life and how everything falls into place. But they needed a fake human to try to program the smartphone as if it was smart before time. Nah, it became smart because of time and what brought it into existence. So ain't nothing really smart. It was built that way by someone else. And then they put a label on it, smartphone. Nah, the phone ain't smart. I tell you what's really smart. Before the word smart was even known or even know what smart meant, that unseen spirit that sit inside of you that breathe through your nostrils. The unseen is smart. Things that you don't know and that you can't imagine, that's what's smart. People go with the physical body, the cell phones, the electronics, people, places, and things, and they call it smartphone and smart this. Nah, none of that's smart. Even before the word smart came into existence, none of that was smart. You get to a point where you say, well, it's neither smart or foolish or dumb. It's just, ain't no labels. It's indescribable. So I just made a little short video just to touch on that topic, What would our life really be like if some of the things that we used to got taken away? You know what I mean? What would we do? How would we function? Would our life be totally different? Would it be miserable? Would we be able to learn that in reality, the true nature of things is really indescribable, can't be explained, and the true nature of things is unseen? Could we really live a life like that away from what we're used to? Most people couldn't. But just imagine the fact that when a person dies, people think death is real. Death is real, but it don't mean that it's the end of everything. So when a person dies or passes away, there's no fear of death, there's no fear of life. But you come to realize that there's things beyond life and death, beyond the cycles. There's something above the cycles, looking at the cycles, that's not a part of the cycle, but it's a source of the cycles. If y'all get what I'm saying. Once again, I love y'all. Y'all be easy. Y'all enjoy y'all day. And learn not to put labels and judge everything. Just take things freshly for what it is. When you wake up every day, try to wake up not worrying about the memories that ride your mind constantly every day. But wake up and look at those memories as if they nothing happening. To transform a memory from running through your mind every day you wake up into a blank state where when memories are going through your mind, you just say, hey, ain't nothing happening, because memories ain't nothing but, life happening in the form of images. And the life happening in the form of the images it's really an illusion. So it's almost like really nothing happening. It's an illusion of something happening, but nothing really happening. It's just thoughts running through your mind. It's what the mind does. It thinks. The mind does what the mind does. But all along, you are something way more greater than the mind that you can't call no name or no label. It's just something that's unknown, unknowable. And you can come to grips with that which is unknowable, and you can never put a label on the old no more, and you can't even put a label on the new that's showing up. Now you're on that divine status because it's nothing that's judgmental. Everything is non-judgmental, open, free, and it's susceptible to the first time you see it, first time perception, you see it just as it is. And then you move on to new, fresher moments, the next moment and the next moment, where you have even fresher insights and fresher ideas popping up. New images and forms popping up in your reality or your mind or whatever. Even if it's a feeling that you felt for the first time, it can't be called by a name or a label, but it's noticed and it's experienced exactly for what it is. So being like a child of the Creator, like a child of God, is almost like saying living every day not out of memory, but living every day out of spontaneous, in a spontaneous fashion, as if there was no such thing as the past or the future. But you just living for whatever unfolds out of this moment for what it is. No labels, no names, you can't call it. But you know, you just living it and can't describe it. Sometimes life better that way because when you don't have no way to name or label something, then you don't have no way of creating the opposite of the name or the label. So I love y'all. Y'all be easy. We out.